This is sodium hydroxide. This is the lye that is absolutely necessary in order to make soap. So I'm pouring it into purified water that's sitting in a bucket of ice to keep the temperature cool, because once we add the sodium hydroxide to the water, it's going to start going up in temperature and you're going to see the steam. So it is very caustic. You have to wear gloves, and I'm wearing a mask right now, and eye protection, because it's important this does not get on your skin. But don't worry, when the reaction happens, when I add this to the oils and butters, all the sodium hydroxide gets used up, so there's nothing left in the soap. But all soap is made with sodium hydroxide or lye. That's the way it's made. But it's nothing to be scared of, so I'm going to show you how this goes. So you put it in very carefully. You always add the lye to the water, not the other way around, because you don't want it to splash. Alright, so it's getting cloudy. And the fumes are going to start, so forgive me if I don't talk, because I'm trying not to breathe this in. I have the window open as well. See the steam? Another reason why to put this on top of another bucket with ice is it does keep the temperature down, less steam and less vapors will come up if the water is cold. I'm going to check the temperature in a second. Alright. Yeah, 185, 183. So once this gets clear again, then we know it's fully incorporated in the water, and it's ready for us to add it to the oils and butter. So we're going to set this aside right now, and we're going to work on melting the butters and oils, and we'll let the temperature cool down probably to about at least 100 degrees or less. Okay, stand by. Okay, we're going to start measuring out all the ingredients, and today I'm making 2 loaves of a shaving bar. This is actually great for men and women because it's going to be very conditioning, bubbly and creamy. It's good for shaving your face or your legs or other body parts. So people who have tried it really love it, so I hope you will enjoy watching how it's made. So this is coconut oil, and I am going to measure out 26.25 ounces. So this is the hardest part in, it takes the longest part of soap making, is measuring out all this stuff. 26.25. Oops. This part is annoying, so you really have to get pretty close to it. Okay, 26.24. Seems to jump from 24 to 28. Let me just take a little bit off. Ooh, 26.25. Okay, well, we got 26.28. We can change it to grams to get a more accurate view. Okay, 744 is what I need when you convert it to grams. Let me see if I can. Oh, it's at 745 now. Okay. Okay, 744 grams. I'll leave it at that. Okay, now we have mango seed butter, and we are going to measure 22.50 ounces, or 637 grams. Oh, close. Okay, 637. We're going to add it to this pot, which has the coconut oil, and we're going to keep measuring. All right, now we're going to measure. I use extra light olive oil, and we have castor oil, and we have hemp seed oil, okay? So with the olive oil, we need 212.62 grams. Come on. Okay, 212 grams. So we're gonna tear it out, and now we're gonna add the castor oil. We need 1650 or 467. Just keep it separated in case I overfill it. I'm just wiping this out because I just washed it. Okay, so this is the castor oil, 467 grams. And now we're going to measure the hemp seed. 63.79 grams. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's why it's good. It's in a separate container. Oh, pretty good, 66. Just a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, we need 63, so I poured off a little bit more. Now we're going to work on putting these butters. We're going to work on getting that melted. Hold on. Okay, so I have a pot of hot water. Add the heat, and we're going to let this melt down while we work on the additives. While we're here, let's just check on the temperature of the lye. Oh, see, it went down to 102, 101. Great. Okay, we've added the olive oil, castor oil, and hemp seed oil together, and we're going to set it aside until the hard butters, like the coconut oil and the mango seed butter, melt down, and then we'll combine them. That's how it's going so far. It's melting down nicely. Okay, so I want to add papaya, fresh papaya, okay? So I've already, peeled it and prepared it. I can use 14 ounces. Let me change this to ounces. Okay, 14 ounces, but I do want to add some aloe vera too, so I'm not going to use the whole 14 ounces. Maybe I'll do half and half. So let's do 7 and 7.
And I have aloe vera gel. Oh yeah, I want to add coconut cream. So I'm going to leave room. Okay, I want to add at least 12 ounces, 10 or 12 ounces of coconut cream. I have organic coconut cream, and it's been in the freezer, so it's a little bit cold, very cold. This is going to give the bar, the shaving bar, more creaminess. So let's see. Yeah. All right, we're going to just use 10, and then we'll fill it up with the rest of the papaya and aloe vera mixture. Okay, we're trying to get to 1454. Whoa, 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 too much. Okay, we want 1454. All right, we're going to have to go with that. So we're going to add the coconut cream, the papaya, and aloe vera to our soap mixture, and that's going to give it extra creaminess. Okay, so in here I borrowed a little bit of the oil because I am going to be adding some clays. So we have bentonite clay here. You're going to just going to use, this is a tablespoon. I don't want a full tablespoon. Okay, so the oil is going to help us absorb that. I also have some marigold powder, and I'm going to add that in here too. Okay, and I have some turmeric. All right, and we're going to add a little bit of vitamin E into here. All right, let's give it a nice mix. All right, looking good. So we will add this to the oils as well once it cools down. We'll add the coconut cream, the papaya, and the aloe vera gel, and also these clays. Just going to combine the oils and the butters together. I forgot to add some colloidal coat, so I'm going to add that to my little slurry now. This is going to be a really nice shaving bar. Has a lot of nice little additives in here. That's going to be very nourishing to your skin. Okay, so now we're going to measure out the fragrance. So since this is mostly for men, but women can use it as well, I want something that's kind of gender neutral. I'm going to choose a sandalwood paired with a sweet orange. So orange sandalwood will be the scent. So I need 7 ounces. So this is a 4-ounce bottle. Pretty much going to use most of it. So we got almost 3 ounces of that. So it'll be like almost half and half. And this is at a 1.5% ratio. mostly going to be orange, so it's an orange sandalwood scent. I'm going to add a bit of rose to this. I found a bit more sandalwood. Great. So it's orange sandalwood with a touch of rose. So we just added the clays to the oil mixture. So we're going to hold on to the coconut milk papaya mixture and aloe vera because we don't want it to scorch. So once I add the lye to the butters, you know, the temperature might get really hot, and so I want to wait until I blend it and then I'll add it in. Same with the fragrance. It might make the batter really hard to deal with, so I'm going to put it in at the very last minute right before I pour. So let's check the temperature of the oils. So 122, we're almost getting there. And for this, yeah, 81. So we're almost there. I want to cool down just a little bit more. Okay, well, we're at 116 right now. Okay, I think the temperature is low enough. We just don't want our essential oils to, dissipate, and we don't want it to harden up so quick. So we want to keep the temperature low. All right, we are going to add our sodium hydroxide into our oils and butters. Okay, we're going to use a filter just so big chunks of undissolved lye won't get in there. Okay, so now things are going to start happening pretty quickly. Let's get this mixed up. Look at that color change. Now we're going to add the coconut milk, the papaya, and the aloe vera gel. Okay, now we're going to add the fragrance. And we're not using any colorants. Okay, we're just going to keep this natural. Okay, it's starting to get pretty thick. Just want to make sure it's all incorporated. Okay, I need to pour now. Tap it down a little. Okay, I think I can scoop out the rest. Oh, it's getting hard already. So you have to work fast because it's going to be hard to get into the mold. here. We have to start with a smooth top because it's already getting hard. And that is how the lye is reacting with the oils and butters, and it's creating a solid bar. So you saw it go from liquid to this solid state. I'll put that over here. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make soap. Thanks for watching. This is how it's looking about an hour later. You could see how it's just getting like a gel translucent color throughout. So everything's going well. The volcano part of it is right here. You can see it started coming out a little bit. Same over here, but it'll be all fine. You won't even be able to see it when I cut it. Looks good. This is the new shaving bar. It has fresh papaya, coconut cream, aloe vera gel, and it has bentonite clay and turmeric, and it's scented in sweet orange blossom with sandalwood. So it's kind of a unisex because men and women can use this bar. I formulated it a little differently than my body bars because I made this extra creamy, extra bubbly, so that you can use this with a shaving brush, and you should really get a nice foam for it. And you can use that to shave your body parts. So we'll check back in a couple days. It does smell amazing. It really does smell like sweet orange is you know, it smells mostly like sweet orange, and then you have the sandalwood in the base notes, and then you have a top note of rose. So it's like an orange blossom with sandalwood. All right, thanks for watching.